Okay, so
We were working. We were working
I
hard.
yes, we are working
Yes.
hard with a smile. I agree. I agree. So I am on behalf of QHSC, I'm taking this opportunity to say thank you and thank you and thank you again for going beyond of what I expected. And so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, allowing people to view their opinion, ideas, and stuff like that. And then I will share this video, short video, like maybe 40 seconds video, couple of them, while I'm getting ready to that part. So I welcome everybody to say a few words.
Can I
And
start?
then I said we're gonna discuss more project-wise next week when we're saying the budget of each project. But right now I'm just saying for people who were not in the medical mission, just to share your opinion and share any blessing that you want us to know.
I want to start by saying thank you. I want to start by saying thank you to your spouse because you two have shown me how to deal with so many things at one time with grace.
Thank
It
you.
it was such a blessing because I'm in the season of wanting to build and grow, and you guys showed up at the right time just to show me how to do it. You never know who's watching you, but I'm in awe of you guys. I'm so grateful that you've taken on this project. I'm so grateful that I have become a part of it. And whether I'm going to be with you next year, which is the plan, or not, know that my spirit will always be there. And I will do whatever I can within my power to be supportive.
Oh,
One of
thank
the things that I would like to also be a part of is fixing up the doing something to the classrooms. Because I
Okay.
was looking at the grounds and I said, when it rains, I see like
Yes.
the little. I said, what would it be to do? Because I see the rooms that we were in when well put together for the class. Because I asked the teacher, she said when it rains, they just move over to the side. So
Yes.
if those 10 could be repaired or the floors could be cemented out, I don't know what that would cost in their dollars, but it would be something I would be interested in, as well as the sanitary pads. Those
Okay.
two things really touch me because I don't want the kids to be in there in sand, puddles of sand and when it rains. I want them to have everything because they so humble. They so grateful. I
Mm,
mean, I tell everybody and they say, well, what was it
yes.
like? I said, I seen lemons made into lemonade.
Mhm.
It's a lemonade situation there. And it just brought me to a place where everything is possible.
Yes. And they don't see
Everything is
their
possible.
limitations. They see
They
possibilities
don't.
for them. They
They
don't. So,
don't.
like when you
So
say
I
they're
could
running
not.
around with the bare feet, yes, for them,
Yeah.
they're like, I'm going to play. I mean, we can, oh,
Yes.
bunch of shoes. What is that?
I could not come there feeling like, oh, poor they, sorry that they don't have this and that. Because the way they handled what they had, it was beautiful. Like I thought about my childhood. I didn't know that I was poor because we just had what we needed. And these
Exactly.
children in the same thing, I saw myself in them. And it just was like wonderful, just wonderful. I this is the first time that I've actually volunteered in this capacity
Hmm.
and I enjoyed it so much.
Oh,
I
I'm glad.
totally do.
I'm glad.
So, and that's what I want to say. Thank you both. And I thank the whole team, the family that I have just created. I want to
Yes.
stay in touch. I want to stay connected.
Mhm.
We worked very well together. And
Yes.
Steve and his prayers, it just carried
Yes.
us out.
Yes.
What started our day, it ended our day. It made the meals taste better. It just was a whole moment of, and I just hope that whatever I did or said, that it was in some way touched somebody to make their day a better day. Because I wanted to stay in that spirit and in that energy for everyone that I touch. So that's that. And I just ask everybody to keep me in their prayers as I go through some things I'm going through with my medical. But I'm great. But I just want you to keep me in your prayer because I pull my prayer warriors together. And this family is a family that prays.
Yes.
Okay. And I am complete. I'm good.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you very
Mhm.
much. Yes.
The food was seasoned with prayer.
Especially on cabbages the last day. Oh man, it was delicious. I want that recipe.
That is true. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Nobody?
Well, I
I'll
will
share.
add.
I'll share. I
Oh,
just
okay,
wanted.
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead, Charlotte. You could go.
No, go ahead, Audrey, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to share that each one of you put something in my spirit. It was just wonderful. I'm so grateful for you, Dr. Gabone, Dr. Dr. and Mrs. Akimbi, like, and Bree, every Steve, like every day, Rakia, Charlotte, Veronica, Rosalind, everybody. If I'm oh, even the team and over there in Tanzania, Mary, oh my gosh, I can't think of everyone's name, Josephine, Atu, everybody. If I miss someone's name, I'm telling you, every day, Tanya, someone put something in my spirit that made me a little more humble than I was before I got there. And when I'm here to now working, and it's making me want to tear up, I'm looking at my own life, my own patients, my own family in a different manner. It just gave me such a humble spirit now, you know? We are so blessed to have so much, and they are doing so much with so little. And you have
Yes.
to really take that in consideration. Even this year, I said, I'm not going to buy another thing. I have everything that I need, and we are so wasteful. So I've been trying to put that into practice. But this mission made me this, you know, it touched me in such a way. And I thank you both for allowing me and including me, you know, in this mission. And I want to be here again and again and again. It's just a wonderful thing that you guys are doing. So I thank you all. I thank you all. There was no horrible, you know, even if it was hiccups, everything was so smooth. Just like Rakia said, like, you guys, I don't know how you get that patience, because I'm learning. I'm trying to get it for myself, because you guys are really like, you took it on the cheek and you just went ahead and made moves. And I really like that. That's something that we all could use in life. Yeah, it was wonderful. There was no area where you weren't able to pivot and just get it done. And Mr. Steve, he's the man with the plan. You hear me? That was so funny. Everything he needed to get done, he was on the move getting it done. I called him at the end. I said, "You the man with the plan, you know?" He said, "Yes, I am." So I loved every bit of it. It was wonderful. I enjoyed everyone. So I thank y'all for, you know, allowing that to happen in my life. Yeah.
No, we were blessed, definitely, to have you. I mean, as I said, you are an energizer bunny. You keep going, keep going. You turn around, she's like, "What do you need? What do you need?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, let's go, Mr. Audrey."
And let me tell you, that doxy took me out, but I didn't want y'all to know. I was so sick on some days, but I said, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna just keep going through it. So Dr. I'm with Dr. Gabone. The doxy is horrible. I don't know
It
what I'm gonna
is.
do next year, but I'm still on it, and I'm still having days where I'm having dizziness or I just feel crappy. I don't know. He's probably immune to it and has no problem, but me, it's still kicking my butt. Excuse my
No,
language.
I was telling him, I said, "I'm not taking it. I'm going to be finding something else," because no, I mean, the same thing. I mean, I agree with you. There's some days that I will get up in the morning. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, what is this?"
Yes,
And then I'm like, "Oh, it's the taxi. Okay, get the so
yes,
quickly, eat something." And then half an hour, I'm like, "Okay, now I can do." So then,
yes.
so I
I
have to
was
take two of them together all the time. I'm like, "Oh my God,
yes.
it's just too much."
It's a
But
mess. Yeah, I have to figure out something. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Now, what is that you're talking about?
Oh,
What is that?
the
Oh,
anti-malaria injection. Yeah, the one has
one of the
antibiotic.
malaria medications, yeah, that my doctor
Exactly.
suggested. And I'm gonna tell her I can't take that anymore. I'm gonna go back to one of the chloroquines. I can't. It's just once a week, and you don't have to deal with anything. You put an alarm on and you're fine. So it's yeah, and I still have to take it until the 1st of November, I think, or the 2nd of November, because we stayed the extra time, you know. So is Dr. Per you're still taking it too? Oh, you too, doctor. You stopped taking it, both of you? Uh-oh. Don't get
No,
back to
you're supposed to take 4 weeks after. Yes, that's the recommendation.
yes.
So
Yeah.
you gotta go back to one of the chloroquine twins.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
can't
both.
take
I
it.
was asking for you on the regular. Dr. Gaboni will tell you. I'll be like, "How's Audrey? How does she do? How's everything going?" I was checking up on you every day, making sure
Oh,
things was all
thank
right.
you. I was not doing well, and I'm still not doing well. It was the kaputs, okay? I can't take it. I'm not doing it anymore. And now you guys say you're not taking it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it though. I don't want to get malaria like you did last time.
No,
Dr.
but I think
Pearl.
you should be good by now. I mean, your immune system should be,
Kicked in, right?
yeah, it
No,
should be
yeah,
kicked in.
they
Yeah.
encourage you 4 weeks afterwards, but I mean, I don't know. For me, it was making me so tired, dizzy. I can't sit
Me
still. And I'm like,
too. I am
I
so
couldn't.
drained. And if you guys, I know y'all caught me sleeping sometimes. It was that daggone doxy. I couldn't stay awake. It was
No, because I was thinking it's the jet lag. So I'm like, yeah, but then I said, I
no,
see you
it's a
energized
doxy.
button.
I was in a meeting at work the other day and I had just taken it like an hour before and I was dozing. I said, jet lag, this is this doxy that's got me looking like I'm doing something wrong in the background. Yeah, but thanks anyway. But no more doxy for me.
Was that PS 127? What was it, the school again we went to?
Oh, 165, PS
165.
165. Yeah. PS 165.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was telling
They're still
my,
alive and kicking.
yes.
They're still open. Mhm.
I was like, I gotta make sure my sister from 165 is doing
Yes,
well here.
yes. I'm doing good though. I'm surviving. I'm doing good. I'm doing more than surviving. I'm thriving. All right.
That's right. That's right. And I see you brought a friend back with you.
Yeah. See my little picture there? Where is he? Yeah. I said it's only appropriate. Let's do it. Yeah, okay. Next time we all should pull up pictures and put them in the background so we can see. Because it
I
was so
know.
nostalgic just now to see that video. Oh, it was like we were back there again. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah.
It is.
And,
It is.
and is Dina the Buyuni dispensary?
Probably, yeah.
Is Dina
Hi, Dina. Yeah.
una Haba?
Hey, there she
Hi,
is. Oh, you're
Dina.
muted.
Dina, chime in.
Where
I
is
don't-
she? Oh, there
I
she is.
don't
Yeah, she's
see.
mutey, Dina, mutey. Oh, there she goes.
There she
Hi,
Thank you so
Dina.
much.
is.
I'm happy to meet you in 2024 edition. I welcome you again.
Yes,
Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank
yes.
you.
We had so much
Okay, thank
fun.
you. Hello.
Hey, Dina.
Lovely. Hi.
No, that's great. That's great.
Is Leah on the Zoom?
No.
Leah
Hello.
was
No, I don't think she
Oh,
joined
Charlotte.
today.
uh
Hi,
she was
Charlotte.
great.
Yes.
She stepped in at times when we were running a little bit late because of the bus or whatever. But she stepped in and she came and she picked us up from the hotel to get us to the school. She is really an outstanding person, and I want her to know that. So hopefully she'll join us on the next Zoom meeting. But she was great too. You have to give her flowers too.
That's good. No, thanks for her doing that. But definitely, yeah. So that time, yeah, that's it. We did have some challenges, but which some of them we're gonna learn from it, and some of them we're gonna try to correct it and move on. So now, definitely, she did come and pick you guys up and take it to school. So we appreciate her help. Definitely, yeah.
Well, a mission such as this is going to go great, but it's going to have a little hiccups.
Yes.
But it's nothing that we didn't overcome.
Yeah.
I feel we didn't. Now, you guys, I'm sure of course, you've seen more, but if you don't want to share, that's understandable. But it was nothing that I seen that was something that we didn't overcome. Other than the Wi-Fi in my room, but it was okay.
No, this is the Wi-Fi that you have to do one leg. Remember, Mr. Steve Jones did joke about it. It's like sometimes you have to hold one hand up here to get Wi-Fi. But yeah, no, I understand that. But I mean,
go in the hallway. But it was good. It was good though. Thank God I was there with people that I was able to use their phone as well.
Yes.
Just to reach some of my family members. But because things like that, you don't want to bother you or Dr. Bay about stuff, because you got a lot on your plate. So thank God I had friends there that I was able to use their phone to contact family. But late at night now, it would work. like maybe 12:30, but I'm usually a late person going to sleep. But I did have to put the alarm on my phone to get up in the morning because I'm not an early morning person since I retired. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, but it was no problem. I thought I was gonna have to drag myself out the bed to go to work,
Yeah.
but I got up, no problem. It was great. It was great.
No, I'm glad.
So the rooms weren't bad. I mean, the rooms were really good. I thank God that I did go on this mission. And the beauty to me also was everyone had their own room. I don't know if that'll continue, but that's
Yes.
the great thing because you could come back to a little solitude
Yes.
just to
Your
unwind.
space, your
you
own
know.
space. Yes, agreed.
Here,
Yeah, so
here, here.
so that was great in itself. I left a couple of things in the room that were clean, other than my sneakers. And I told the girl at the desk, I said, for anyone that could use it, because it was a lot of things, not a lot, but a few things that I knew that you want to contribute to people. So I left it in the room, and I tried not to leave it messy, you know what I'm saying? And I tried to treat it like I would do my own room. So they don't think that we slobs. But it was a great experience. Dr. G and Dr. B, my hat goes off to you guys. It really do. But
I was gonna.
I'm proud of you guys. Y'all are on a roll, and I'm sure your volunteers will increase. I know I'm trying to recruit, so.
Thank you. No, thank you.
And I let them
gonna-
know it's definitely work. It's not vacation,
Mhm.
it's work. And with that said, I have my photos to show, and I
Yes.
have the website to show. But I let them know it's definitely work, and it's rewarding work. That's the real thing. And it was a blessing. It really was.
Your cup will
Everything.
run over.
No,
Excuse
thank you
me?
very much. Yeah, Dr. Kimbe, hold on a second. Dr. Kimbe, he wants to run away, but he wants to say something before we leave.
Oh.
Okay.
He has his jersey on already.
I miss you, Dr. Kemby, you and Mrs. Kemby.
Where is he? Oh, I see him now. It's like
Yeah,
he never
he's
left
ready to go
Tanzania.
coaching. That's right. He's coaching. Hi,
He
coach.
never left Tanzania. He's still.
Hey, coach.
No, the referee. Okay, you are muted, Dr.
Right,
Kimbe.
referee. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
said the wrong thing. Referee.
thank you very much. Duty calls. I need to go and make some money for the weekend.
To pay for next year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Bye.
Dr. Kimbe.
Tell
Yes.
Mrs. Tell Miss
Okay.
Kemby hello.
I
Yeah.
will. I will. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, tell Matt hello. Have a good one.
Looking, I was going to say that we already have our first committed person. Denise says she definitely wants to go on the next one. So we're gonna make sure that the next one is even better than this one. I'm not gonna say bigger because remember, we don't go for size, we go for quality.
Exactly.
Okay,
More
so
work.
Gentlemen, mabibi na mabwana, hermanos y hermanas, the call's begun. Tanzanian Sun Medical Mission 2024, our journey has begun.
QHSC, I thank you all, the people who came to the medical mission, because without you, there is no way we'll be able to do this. And we definitely have, the QHSC family is definitely growing because of you. And we cannot thank you enough. And so I am going to send certificates to everybody who attended the medical mission. The certificate is just to say thank you for being part of the team, and just like a physical evidence that you did participate and you did contribute to the goal, mission, and vision of the organization. So we cannot thank you enough. Yes, we can't pay you because we don't have any money, but we can just give you our gratitude through an evidence paper saying that you were part of QHSC at 2024 medical mission to Tanzania. And your participation or your presence was invaluable to the life of the people in Tanzania. As you said, I don't have to convince you because you have seen it yourself. Your presence have rewarded a lot of things to Tanzania. And then, so to finish up what I'm saying, and then I'm going to give you guys a chance again to speak, is this is what we have so far contributed in to the organization and to the Tanzania. So all the bags that we took over there, you can see everybody's working so hard to try and get it really the machine. Everybody's counting for those 900 all the kids were so happy to get those donations. You can see there are all the multi-colors bags, and everybody at least have another bag now because of the donations that the next time you can see the kids who are lining up, every kid is holding their backpack on the front, on the back, just to make sure that it stays on them so they don't lose it or something like that. And of course, they can go and show home and say, okay, they were QHSC member this past 2 weeks and they came and blessed us with all this backpack and school supplies. Yes, could we have done more with the school supplies? Yes, and that's why we want to make sure we might take some time to try and gather ourselves and people who are focusing on the school projects to make sure that they focus on that project. And when we're giving them the next time, the backpack is complete, including like a notebook and all the stuff that the student might need for that time being. So we're gonna have to work purposefully and try to make these projects and teams purposefully to help meet our goal. And then of course, this is the one that the video I wanted everybody to see. Miss Charlotte in action with everything. Yes, so we had fun, but we did work.
Shake it down, DJ.
I know, she can bring it down. She can bring the house down. So you had so much fun. Okay, just the donation at hospitals now. This Kiro hospital, we had so much stuff to provide. We did give already enough when we were in the unit to share with them, but this was just the last day to try and give them all the ICU equipment, the commodes, the pads for the postpartum moms, the blankets for the OR. You can see the little blue thing here. Those were given for the postpartum moms, like so that to clean themselves up after the delivery. Put is the bloody. We have extra bag. Remember the kits, we give them like 50 of them, and then we give them extra blankets. So this, I think there was, of course, like 100 blankets. So they will have at least to give to the moms who are delivering after we leave. And then when we go to Mwananyamala now, you can see we had so much for Mwananyamala. Yes, before that, we already given those 350 thermoregulation kits to the units. We give the moms who was already delivered the bags. So this was the last day for Mwananyamala on Thursday before we come to school to give the backpack. And this was all the stuff that was given to Mwananyamala. You can see the wheelchair, they were there, the blankets, the thermoregulation blankets. I think there was almost like 300 blankets there because they have a huge volume, and then we have the kits already in there. We already given the 350 kits around, and then you can see the postpartum pads, the postpartum hemorrhage pads, the ICU vent stuff, and the commodes. Of course, Bree was too excited until she started to pose the picture. with everybody else. Oh God! And Dr. Banela is the one who is the doctor who has worked with us tirelessly to allow us go to the hospital, give us invitation letters, and help us with arranging for the transportation of all this stuff. So I mean, he did goes far and beyond with everybody else. So we thank him for his ongoing support of QHSC mission and all the projects. The school again. Okay, so you can see that. So the lastly, this is the teacher that now they're saying thank you and goodbye and appreciate your support at the school. And they were so happy, and we had to do little. Okay, for another day. But to finish up with everybody, hopefully had a good time, and we were able to go to the picture on the left. We were able to go to the fish market, and we were able to sit as a group to have our last meal together before people start going different directions to go back home. And then, of course, we had so everybody was having too much fun. That's why we're gonna finish it up with that. So thank you for all the volunteers. Definitely you made the staff at the Image Hotel bless with all your gratitude, all the support that they've done for us, taken care for us for 2 weeks. We were able to say thank you and left in one piece. So thank you very much. Definitely we are blessed, and all these things could not be done without the schedule. Of course, I'm sure people have seen this schedule so many times, but we are grateful and we were happy to have everybody with us. And with that, I'm gonna stop sharing, and then we can finish up.
I got one more picture. Let me see if I can share. Hold on. So that way they can see what I was doing with my camera. So that's the day that they gave out the backpacks and everything. And I had described this picture to Dr. Gabone, and I said, we're going to take a picture just like that. And I described it and everything. And when I said, oh, we're going to take the picture now, she was like, how are you going to do that? And I was like, don't worry. I already got it all figured out. I figured it out since last year, and I knew this would be the perfect picture. So this is like the best group picture that we've taken at Minazini, I would say, to date. So, and it's the perfect location for it. So I already had it figured out.
Yes.
So, but I think everybody's paying attention there, and so I got multiple shots of it. So, but we got a lot of pictures and videos, and it'll soon come. It'll soon come. You guys will see some more of it. So.
And this is the picture that mi esposa,
I'm sorry.
put it
Hold
back.
Hold on, mi esposa. Hold on.
So this is the picture that the backpack were given, donated, like a full backpack already. So it was given for all the top student in each class. So top 4, I think those, yeah, top 4 in each class, because it was 8th grade. So top 4 in each grade received this. And then, so these are the kids who are doing very well in each grade, from Hawaii to the 7th grade. And they came in front to get those backpacks. So thank you very much for everybody who's donated. And I know Miss Veronica was part of that group who made to this, the high achievers receive, like, so to just motivate more kids to say, you know what, I can do better. Yes, so every child got the backpack, the ones that we have for every student, but also this one, they get a second bag because they're doing well in each group. So we were trying to inspire them to be like, okay, in a group of 140 kids, if you are the top 4 kids, you're gonna get a present. So the kids were so happy, and you can see they are as happy as they can be. And those are the things that we need to know, inspire these little kids to do better and break the cycle of living in a poverty environment. So if we can do this and inspire them to study hard, yes, we're going to do it. And thank you for everybody who donated in that area. So that was a beautiful picture. Thank you for sharing. And we can use that as our back page and fundraising page, and it'll be great.
Right, exactly.
Bree has been quiet.
Bree, you still tired from the mission?
No.
Every time I hear finger snap, I think about you, Bree. The countdown. You're awesome. You're awesome, Bree.
Thank
What's
you.
your feedback,
change.
Bree?
Don't ever change.
Thank you. I know I'm very quiet, but I do truly appreciate all you guys. Miss Audrey, I don't know how I would have done it without you. You stepped in for CPR, for postpartum hemorrhage, and I'm really grateful for you and your knowledge. And Miss Charlotte, I loved hearing your voice in the morning. Steve knows I love him. And all of you guys, Rukia and Veronica. So I'm truly grateful for you all. And Dr. Siakabe, Dr. Gabone, my 2 mentors, I love you both and appreciate you so much. So every year I learn something and I take something away. And this year was definitely, we accomplished so much. I can't believe how much we accomplished and grown. I never know what to expect. And that's part of what I truly love about going to Tanzania, because it pushes me to know I have to be on my game. So, and it pushes me to study in areas where I never thought I would be thrown in. So that's my, I love that about Tanzania. So thank you all so much.
I got an interesting anecdote here. I remember Bree talking to me the first time she went there, and Dr. Gabone was like, "You're going to do a presentation on this." And she was like, "I don't present. I don't like speaking in front of people." So you guys would probably never imagine that, right? You probably see
No.
Bree, you're like, "Oh, she's such a natural." But yeah, she was struggling. Bree, you want to tell us about that? You see, I put her on the spot.
The first year, what was I teaching? Postpartum hemorrhage.
Muhimbili.
So I was I was a nursing student, and there was so many people in the room, and I'm sure you guys have picked on it, but I have severe social anxiety. I don't like to talk. I love to just sit and look around, and I'm in my own world half the time. But Dr. Gabone forced me to teach postpartum hemorrhage, and I was so nervous, and she was there. So I kept looking at her, and I think she got sick and tired of me being nervous, because there was a point where she pretended she was on the phone and just walked away. And left me to the wolves. But that's tough love from a mentor, I guess. And I had to do it. So each year she challenges me, and each year we'll overcome it, and it's been good. So yeah.
I mean, it is hard. I mean, because I can see you can do it. You can do it. I mean, I didn't think you can do it, I would never leave you alone. I'll be like walking over you, like, no, just leave it alone. No, but because you can do it, and if I'm there, I don't want you to depend on me, and I know you can do it. So me staying there doesn't help. And I know you always jump into any situation. Like as I said, when we get to Kilwa, and then Kilwa does not have that background of rhythm, EKG rhythm, and I know you can do it. You work with that every day. And just asking you, can we have at least a few rhythm and then presentation tomorrow? You didn't say any, no. I mean, I knew you could do it, but I know it's a lot to ask, but I appreciate you jumping in all the time and be able to do things that we know you can do it. So thank you for always
experiencing that myself. You would never know she just took the night before to prepare for that. You would never know. You did your thing, Bree. I'm telling you, that was awesome for real.
Thank you. Yeah, there was a point in the mission where Miss Audrey goes, did you ever have a professor that was just so hard on you and a pain in your butt? And I'm like, yes, in fact, I have.
But you look so natural doing it, Bree. I mean, I just watching you, it just looks so natural for you. I would have never guessed you used to have problems with speaking out, presenting or whatever, because it looks so natural for you. Some people, you could see the nervousness, but with you, it was so natural. And especially the rhythm. I love it. Every time I think about the snapping. Well, I'm glad Dr. G had you do that. I mean, I'm glad she walked away, because had she not walked away pretending she was on the phone, you probably would have never got your footing. But you do it so naturally.
Thank you.
So keep up the good work. I am so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Anyway, so thank you again, everybody. Anybody has any concern? As I said, the next month we're gonna discuss, like the areas, different projects, dig deeper and things that we can do. If we think the meeting should be like a specific project, we'll be able to figure that part out after the next month. So if you have any, like maybe area that we did well, something that we need to reinforce, or if something that we need area for improvement, we need to, maybe we could have added an element to something to make it more smooth. We would like to hear that next month. And then of course, then for December, we have like strategies for the coming years. And as I said, because we are trying to do a little bit different, have the team ready first before going there, we might push some days of the organization or the medical mission to make sure we have enough time of preparation and to make sure we have enough funds to last us year after year after year. So we need to be able to re-strategize certain things, but we're gonna talk more about next month. But please bring your feedback. And if there's something that you want me to find out before the next meeting, just text me on the side so I can start finding information either from Tanzania or try to look around here. And then when we're discussing, we can have a good discussion to know where we are going, because after that meeting, then in December, we have to have the strategies for the coming years and coming projects and fundraising, because we do know we need fundraising. We all agree with that part. So in order to be impactful, definitely, we need to have the money behind us. So if we can get corporation sponsors, as Ms. Charlotte was talking about, creating those things, yes, we do need that part. So we need to give ourselves time in between. And then next year, just a little hint, next year is going to be the 5th year of the organization. So 5-year anniversary, we need to do something big.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to plan ahead and share our thinking. And then so we're going to ask people to be joining us to help us propel that plan, and then to be able to be more efficient, more effective, and solid in what we do. As I said, those little things. So the next time we are going to find that little girl who needs glasses and stuff, we can include all the area that we need and follow up to make sure she continues getting better, and we have resources to support that part. Yes, like last year or 2 years ago, when we went to Dr. Msambichaka, and then there was kids who have ears issues. They had like an infection which were not treated because they didn't have any money. And then, of course, Dr. Msambichaka with her team, they were able to work through and, of course, get the medication for those kids. But we want to be able to follow it up. It's the same thing here. If you go to your doctor, then you have an infection or whatever, you're giving an antibiotic, so you have to have a follow-up. So we need to be able to have that things in plan that where can we send our people when we identify them, they're in trouble, either with vision or endometriosis or bleeding or whatever, where can they go afterwards for follow-up, even if when you are not there. So we have to have our colleagues in Tanzania, we work with them closely together to make sure when we identify something, then yes, we have our doctors goes there and find out maybe this child or patient have this issue. We don't want to just leave and say, well, see you next year. No, we need to be able to follow it up and see, but what do we need to do to put in place, like kind of like insurance or help them to find insurance so they can have a follow-up care. We need to put those things in place to be able to have a solid project. When we leave there, things continue going there, even if we are not there. And then, so that's what we want to do.
You know, as a holistic nurse, it just came to me, we could teach them also how to use their own home remedies and their own herbs for things like the children's ear infection. You know, my parents never got antibiotics. We used whatever was in the yard. My grandmother would go get something out of the yard, make a little tincture and put it in the ear. So we could see what they have available for, you know, these things. Even endometriosis, you can make a tea or whatever for the pain and to stop some of the blood. So that's another area with the holistic type of herbal, which they're used to. They're not used to a lot of medication. So we can incorporate those things in their communities, in their environment, you know, to assist. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I wanted to also say that safari, I think that's the best trip I've ever gone on.
Yes.
When I
Yes.
tell you the accommodations that you guys put together, no one would believe me. That was like top-notch accommodation. I was scared as heck because I was by myself and all I could hear was the jungle, but I loved every bit of it.
The safari was awesome.
Can I say something?
I love that. Yes.
So we went to Ngorongoro crater, and I know it's kind of hard, but I'm trying not to explain everything because it's a lot of information. But anyway, so I told my wife that I'm originally from Ngorongoro crater, that, you know, my name is Tamarinkaka and all that stuff. So I guess but to surprise me, she said, okay, we're going to go to Ngorongoro crater. So the safari that we went on, that's the best one that I had been on up until this point. When we went to Ngorongoro crater, there were so many animals there. And then we went to this lodge where they actually had wild animals, and we were like petting them. They had names and all kind of stuff like that. So I was telling her, when we left, I actually felt like I missed some of them. They actually become like your friends. You know? So it was like, so we're going to try for the next one. We won't go to the lodge because that's too expensive, and they wouldn't even be able to accommodate all of us there. But we're gonna see if we can. We're gonna try. It's kind of hard because remember, that's like sometimes it's a bit of a diversion. But if we can go to some place like that, and then that wasn't even the Serengeti. I heard the Serengeti even has more animals than the Ngorongoro crater. But it was a rough ride. You know, the roads and everything like that, and you actually see the Maasai villages in the middle of the Ngorongoro crater, like where the animals are and everything. And so when they tell you, like, you went to that little village in Mikumi, and you're like, oh yeah, they live here. But when you go to Ngorongoro crater, you see they really live with them, the animals, and actually they run the forest. That's why they're trying to get them out of there. Yeah, they run that whole area there. The animals, they don't fear the animals. They do whatever they have to do, and so, but we're trying to see if we can get something even better for the next one.
I think most of the time when you are selecting the safari area, it's because my vision is always to minimize the expenses that people are taking out of the pocket. So I don't want to charge the medical commission to be $5,000. Nobody can afford that. You know what I mean? I want people being there, but also experience what Tanzania can offer. So we are trying to make sure that the whole total amount should be cut off is 3,100, and that's it. So that one, including your ticket, your visa, your accommodation and stuff like that, and the safari. So which so far for the last 4 years, we were able to keep it at 3,100 or less. I think the first year we did like 29, just because we were very close. We were in a different city, and we went to the Ngorongoro crater because it was close to that area, so we didn't have to fly or something like that. So we were able to do that. So our goals right now, that's why we want to make sure we have good fundraising and working with corporations to try and help us reduce that expenses, logistic part expenses. If we've been taking care of them, so we get the grants, we get the support that they're going to be able to help us get there. So you pay your ticket and then the rest of the logistics stuff are paid for. Then people can pay for the safari, out of pocket, at least, even if it's expensive, but you go to the utmost safari you ever see. So those are the goals that we are trying to work, because we don't want to squeeze too much. So to go to the safari that is going to cost almost $1,000. If people don't have to do the logistic, I'm sure people will pay $1,000 to go and see that, because if somebody else has covered it. So that's why the plan we are working, we want to make sure we're strengthening the organization side so people don't have to pay out of pocket to go and do the work, but just pay out of pocket for those luxury stuff. So sure, we can do that. So we keep praying. And I know we're just going to say when we're going to be blessed, not to if we know we're going to be blessed one day to receive those funds to help with all the work that we do. And then people can pay out of pocket to do their safari and stuff. But then that's when you see what Tanzania can offer. I mean, right now it's still beautiful. I mean, the Mikumi was great. And
Oh yeah,
It was wonderful.
I gotta give kudos to Dr. Gabone and Missy, because when we went off road and the lion was sleeping, because I mean that's all I do. I watch lion videos like crazy. I'm like always studying. I even have a saying. I say lions roam, sometimes they never come home. So while the mother and the women are there taking care of the pride and doing everything, the lion has to go around, and then he has to eventually make sure everything is safe and everything until either his son or some other lion comes along, they kill him or they run him off. That's just how it is. So the life of lions is like crazy. So you see the lion sleeping over there. We're off road. We're like 5 feet from the lion. And I know, because like I said, I've watched these videos. The only reason why the lions don't attack the Jeep is because they just see one solid mass. They don't see like individuals or people. And then as soon as we get there, I wanted to get up and take a picture, but I was like, I'm not moving. And sure enough, Dr. Gabone and Missy stand right up, right in front of the lion and start taking pictures. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not gonna move. So I gotta give them credit for that.
Mr. Steve, he was up and ready with his camera, but the
His camera wasn't working.
The lion lifted his head.
And then the Jeep turned off. I don't know if you guys remember that. The Jeep turned off.
Oh yeah, the sound of the Jeep, right?
Yeah, and he had to start it back up. And I was like praying. I was like, I hope this thing starts up.
But when the lion lifted his head and he looked up like, is you people again? And he dropped it back.
No, but Bree and Tanya was right then and there. Did you see Bree? She's standing right there. When the lion lifted up the head, everybody was like, whoa. And she's like, this is the place. I'm like, oh, God, help us. But it was fun. It was fun. They'll say you work hard and then you have the moment of that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Do you go the same time every year?
Usually we've been going the same time every year. So, but we might change a little bit to try. And I know there's a lot of requests to move the time because of people could go, but they're still the schools, kids and stuff. We're also trying to see when is the better time to have the ticket, the flights and the prices. Because, if you go to the middle of the summer, the price is almost twice as much that we spent previously. So there's a lot of stuff that we are trying to look and see. So we don't, if we change and go in the middle of the summer, it's going to cost us more. Not only 1,500, it might be 18 or 2,000 ticket on it. So that's just too much. So we might change the time, but we're still working on it. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Are the kids in school during the summer?
Part of it, yes, but not all of it. Part of it, yeah. Yeah, but if it's summer here, because of the flights and stuff, the price might be so high, even if they're over there. But yeah, that's it. We are playing around to try and find their schedule over there and see when is the most convenient here. So it might change it not to be the September anymore. It might be a different month. Yes.
Okay.
But we when you get to December, at least by then we've already ironed out a few things and then try to have the tentative time for the next medical mission. Yes.
I definitely want to go when the kids are there.
Yes, yes,
Definitely.
yes.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
definitely we have to go with the kids are there. Yes, we can't do the school when the kids are at home. No.
Right, no.
Although they will
Mm.
tell them to come. When we were in Dodoma, they called the kids to school, but it was just on a one day, and it was not a good thing. We wanted the kids to be there
Right.
for 2 weeks, yeah, so we
Yeah.
can
Mhm.
spend time with them. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, because when we first got there, one of the kids came and said, "How long are you guys gonna be here? You coming tomorrow?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, I'm definitely coming to school every day." I said, "Please do." Yes, it was wonderful.
They
Mhm.
always
Awesome.
ask you that because I know sometimes people go over there and see them. It's only one day and they disappear. The kids, like some of the kids who did not come to school, they're like, man, I
Mhm.
missed that. So then they always ask you, how long are you going to be here? Yeah. So if you say 2 weeks, they're like, okay, we come for 2 weeks. And usually the headmistress, she has said before that when the kids know that we are there, those are the highest attendance.
Mhm.
Wow.
Because they know that
Mhm.
they're going to have fun learning,
Mhm.
getting stuff and eating and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
and our goal is definitely to feed the kids more than 2 days, 2 weeks. Yeah. So if we can feed them
Mhm.
the whole year, that will be blessing. If we can feed them maybe half of a year, so we can select them maybe the exam time to make sure the kids have food in their stomach so they can pay
Right.
attention to the school. That could be another option. But so far, because for the way we are doing with fundraising, we are only able to do 2 weeks, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, it is a blessing that we are able to do those 2 weeks, but it's kind of disappointing because I would have loved to have more than that. I just want the kids to go to school and don't worry about food at all. Versus thinking, oh, when they're coming again, and then okay, we're gonna get food those days. It's kind of hard, but we do what we
So
can at that moment. Yes.
so what so when we're not there the 2 weeks, what do? They don't get lunch?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't aware
I
of
thought
that.
they got lunch every day.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Wow.
No.
Wow, I wasn't
And then
aware
Okay.
of
when
that.
we were there, the other school they were getting lunch, so they get a breakfast, right? Like I put a picture. I don't know if you saw it. I put it on WhatsApp, and I said breakfast is served, and so they get this little cup. It's like a porridge. It's called leek.
Yes.
No, are you
Yeah,
I
so
talking
that's
about the
saw that.
awardee?
yeah. So the little kids,
The
the
awardee gets, yeah.
kindergartners,
You
they
know,
get
with
breakfast every
the
morning.
porridge, yeah.
Yeah, so but the other kids don't. But then even the other school that's right there, I saw them. They were eating their lunch and it was what was it again? It was peanuts and corn, I think it was, right? It's like a little
Oh,
porridge.
Makande.
Yeah, makande. Yeah, so that's what they were
Wow.
eating. So that's what they normally would get if they do get it. And then a lot of times now they've told the kids if we're gonna have lunch, you gotta pay for it. So
Mm.
nobody's paying for it. So they wind up
Oh,
not eating anyway. So it got to the point where the school just said, well, we're not gonna bother even preparing lunch because nobody's gonna buy it anyway. So and then this year was
wow.
the best lunch I've seen there this
Yes,
whole
no,
time.
that part I definitely agree. This year they had different
But they never had vegetables before. It was just rice and beans.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
disturbing to hear this. I really wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I got
Mm.
some more stuff for you here, but I got to check with my wife if it's okay because it's up. She's the one that I don't want her to tell me later. Maybe it wasn't appropriate or anything like that because I have. I was able. I think I'm able to make the connection with what Victoria was saying, Steve's wife. So because I was there when she went there and she diagnosed and treated these people with what did she call it again? This melanoma or whatever it is. I forgot what it is. But anyway, so what that little girl may have, I'm thinking that that's what she treated them for. So we have pictures of her with some of them. So if Dr. Gabone is okay with it, I can show you a picture of her with some of those patients.
Oh no,
If
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
okay. Yeah, and then I also have the video of Krishna as well. Oh, so, but let me show. I'll show this one, and then whatever you decide, you let me know. So this is the one. These are the people that she says it's like some kind of cancer. It affects their vision and all that stuff. So I'm assuming that this is what she's talking about. So when she mentions it, I already know what she's talking about. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very bad. So when she mentioned that about the little girl, it really bothers me. And so that's why I was like, we got to follow it. And there's some pictures of some of the other patients that's even worse. It's even worse than this.
So this is one of the hospital that we are not going there anymore. It's called the Muhimbili. That's the main tertiary center, and then they have the oncology unit. So that's where Mrs. Victoria Jones went there, and she was able to help the moms and stuff. And she had those glasses with her, so she was able to take care of that part. Yes.
But it also begins to affect their skin and all kind of stuff like that. So like it's like a form of cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, melanoma is a cancer, yes.
Yeah. So but that's what I'm thinking she's saying. So like for me, I'm like, okay, well, we got to make sure that that young lady, if there's any way, or the young girl, if there's any way to get her some kind of help or intervention early.
Further testing, yes.
Yeah, it would be very good, because maybe it is kind of preventable, or maybe it can be kind of mitigated or something like that. That would be really good.
Well, one of the things that I did when I was talking to the optometrist there, he was saying that this is just basically a band-aid to help her vision, but that she needs some really extensive testing, which is going to cost way more than just the glasses itself. But he was saying that one of the things that we can do is get her glasses that would help, but she still needs to come back for extensive testing and try to find out the root cause of the symptoms.
Right, because it's probably a lot more complicated than I would imagine. So.
Wow.
And as I said, for these projects, we want to make them productive in a sense that definitely we don't want to do those projects as band-aid. We want to be able to, if we identify, or if we screen them, we find them with something, we need to have a referral. Like we have to have a pathway already set up for these kids when we identify, even for adults, if you have screening for adults. So those are things that we need to be able to work behind the scene and develop our team. So if we have the vision team, sure. We have the ones that at school for something to for the hospital. We have to have those things set up so we know for sure. Okay, as soon as like that time when you guys identify that little girl, we'll be able to say, okay, call and then notify so and so. We have that, bring that person to this person, so then they can take care of. Okay, after that, even if we're not there, this is what they need to be done. Okay, this is a little maybe insurance card to be able to follow them up that way. So I mean, we have to have those things in place to be able to help them. Because otherwise, I mean, even if the optometrists at the Mwananyamala say, yes, it needs to be more investigation, guess what? Somebody have to pay for it. Yeah. Somebody have to bring that child. If the mom or aunt did not have the money, can't buy food, they're not going to pay for transportation to take the child to Mwananyamala treatment. They're not. So we have to be able to have that oversight to say how much we can, maybe that project can set aside. And then if we have that communication with that parents or aunt, how are we going to follow it up to make sure we connect with the doctor who is going to continue working with them. So those are things that we need to have a conversation on the side to be able to have those measures in place. And then so each project can stand by itself. With that project, then we know for sure, maybe we have X amount of funds. Then if we have a child like that who needs, I don't know, part of the amount, then we cover those costs and then the child gets the care they need. So that would be easier to say versus just we do them, we help, and then when you leave, that child is going to be just dreaming about it. Oh, they came and helped me, but I don't know what else to do now. So we just want to make sure we can address those things. And as I said, we need those feedback, Mr. Jones, that when we're discussing this part, so we can have those team vested well to know what are the potential things that can come up once we identify somebody else. Yes. Do we have a resource to give them? Yes. Do we have a person to follow up? Yes. How often should we check on them? Yes. So it has to be a continuous thing versus just, okay, we're just going to a medical mission. We're just going to a medical mission. And then it doesn't have a follow-up. That's just not helping. Same thing, we're going to go and teach, And then, okay, do you even see the impact of your teaching? No, because you don't follow it up. So we want to make sure those things are followed up so we can have a meaningful outcome, definitely, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be in contact with the pharmacist. I can't think of her name, but she's going to give me more information about the young lady on Monday. And then we'll be able to follow up and see what's going on and see what we can do.
Yes, no, that's definitely. So we want to be able to map it up. So whatever the communication we have right now, if you can, Mr. Jones, just map it up to be able to see when we're discussing, you can say, okay, when we identify this child, yes, we call the Dr. Benera, yes. Then we call her to Gonza, that's her name, it's the pharmacist at Mwananyamala, yes. We connected with the optometrist. Yes, we need the ophthalmologist. Just yes, we need this person. So we need to have all those things in place. So next time the situation happen like that, it is easier to follow it up versus recreate the wheel again. So those are things that we need to be able to plan ahead and do that. That's a big
Especially if
thing.
it comes to funds.
Yes. That is a big thing, yeah, because we have to have, and as I said, we have to develop strategies to make sure if we are not here, who is going to help us from that side, and to make sure that person is visible enough for them to trust and be able to follow it up, and that person is able to follow up and let us know what exactly is happening. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it helps with the mission to go further. And when your donors see a lot of these stories and see how you've helped a lot of people, it just helps it, maybe them giving more or reaching out to more donors, getting them involved,
Exactly.
getting them to donate.
And it always, yeah, it always helpful. Like if somebody donate the money, $10, $100, $1 million, they want to see what you are doing with it.
Yeah.
And did you intend, I mean, did you do what you intended to do? And then after that, what exactly happened? So it's not like you just go there and do the bandage and leave. Or we gave 5,000 backpack, yay! And then what else now? Nothing. So yeah, we want to make sure that those projects, we can come and speak on it. I mean, right now we can say, we give the kids, we can show the picture, sure, but then, and then what? Like what Miss Audrey was asking. Yeah, then what with those girls with the pads and stuff? Okay, did they have allergy reaction from that? I don't know.
Yeah, that's another factor. Yeah.
So it is something that we cannot continue if it is harming people, you know what I mean? So those are things that we have to be accountable. Yes, if we are taking on this project, we have to be able to have that statistic. And I mean, I'm the one who loves statistics and percentages. So
Yeah.
definitely those are the things that we need to do. Yes, we give this how many people, this how many did they happen, and then follow it up. So then yes, we can have a story. Next time we are asking for more money, yes, because I need to do this and this and this. I need to go to 2 schools, 3 schools, 10 schools because of this. And I need to follow it up that way. So we have to have our story straight. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think last time when we gave the disposable sanitary pads, we calculated because we figure when they got home, maybe big sister or mother or somebody was going to take 1 or 2 of them too.
Right.
So in reality, we figured it might be 1 month that it might last them.
Yes.
And then they'd be back into the same situation. And it was a lot. The sanitary pads, I mean, that's why we were so grateful. We had thought about the reusable ones, but like she said, we didn't know the logistics or the details on it, and what we had was the disposable ones. But it was a lot. You take a lot of them over there, and in like 15 minutes, those suckers are gone. And like I said, that wouldn't have even lasted the girls a month. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if they have mothers and sisters, and then you never know who else lived with him, what other females live with them.
Oh, they're gonna take them, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Because they're gonna be happy. Everybody's gonna be, oh look, I got it. And then the older sister's gonna be like, well, I got one too. I can use one. I can go out now too. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. It's a lot, but you're doing a great job. I tell you. I mean, there's always things to make it better, of course.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. You're getting feedback, you're getting suggestions, but it's always going to be something that pops up.
Yes, no,
and that's why it's important to communicate and speak out what you feel or what you see, or maybe things you haven't seen. Speak on that. I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
But like Rakia, her suggestion about the floor in the classrooms, I almost twist my ankle a couple of times walking the aisle. So I can imagine the kids, and they all twist their ankle and don't think nothing of it, and they walk around limping. So that create another problem for them. So I'm glad she spoke on it, that's what she want to see. And mine's is the shoes or sneakers. So everybody have an input, and everyone has maybe a way they want to challenge it, but it's just bringing it together now, and
definitely.
each year you're going to get that.
Yes.
From volunteers.
Yes, about the this floor and rain. The first reason we went to that school is because one of the teacher was working with us with a different school in a different city, and then realized that okay, even our school has limited resource here in Dar es Salaam, and the children are living below the poverty level. So we were like, oh, which school is that? So we went, and then the first time we went there, it was flooded with the rain, like because it's under,
Wow.
the middle section. Right now they remade it and it looks beautiful, but it was not like that. If the rain
Wow.
comes, you see the children are walking into the water to go to the classes. That's why they take the
Wow.
shoes off and walk barefoot into their class, because the
Wow.
middle section was lower than the verandas the way they are. And so, and then that year, I think we had an engineer who wanted to go with us. And then the reason was because when we show the classes, the rooms and the potholes and stuff like that, he was like, no, that is not good, because we wanted to do something about it. So we were excited, but we wanted somebody who was with an engineer background, so to go with us and be able to help create a drainage system to try and help, so when the rain comes, it doesn't overflood the area that the children.
Right.
We know the problem is you get the standing water, the malaria, the mosquitoes, and also the cholera and stuff. Anything health-wise is going to be an issue. So we were thinking of that way before, but unfortunately that person ended up not going because of another emergency. And then so we didn't have an engineer person who went with us to be able to identify that area. So that time we was not done anything, but we knew there's an issue with the ground and even ground and stuff. Right now they try to do the plants and flowers and stuff to try and raise some areas just in case, and then of course help to drain water. I'm not sure how the rain is at least this year, but previous year it used to just flood it everywhere else, and everybody else have to wear the rain boots or something, but which they don't have.
Wow.
That means they're gonna take off their shoes because they don't want their shoes get wet. They're gonna walk barefoot.
Damage. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of challenges. Definitely, we know.
Yeah.
It helps when we go with people and then people say, okay, I'm going to take on this one. So I know we're going to work on that area and then work through the QHSC and then try to go and accomplish that. Yes.
Well, like they said, Rome wasn't built in a day. So it's going to take time. Prayerfully, it will get done. And like we said, we keep praying. We keep praying that gradually things will go in place.
Yes, no,
And
definitely, yeah.
They
Dr.
will fall in place.
Are you saying that it has to be an engineer
No,
to come to look at the floors and the ceiling?
No. I'm just saying the way it started, the project started to go at school is because one of the area we wanted to make sure they have, like the even floor first and stuff. And then even the kitchen, we wanted the kitchen built and stuff because we saw that one is full of soot. We want how are you going to prepare the food in that area? So, and because we didn't have any funds, so then we were limited that way. That's what the idea started to go to that school. And then of course it evolved now, then the kids don't have anything to eat. So, okay, so we had to choose areas that at least we can start with. That's why we started with food and hydration and a little backpack here and there. But yes, the more now we get more people and the people are able to do that. But yes, so if we get the person like you want to work on that area, definitely we're going to work with people who are going to start building or filling out all those potholes and stuff like that. They're going to give us an estimate and then you'll be able to try to do those things. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I appreciate all the support, all the suggestions, all the vision that people shares, and what you guys can see yourself accomplishing those things through the QHSC. I am blessed. Definitely my heart is full and I'm happy to have known you guys and work with you. And I'm looking forward to continue growing and help those who needs our help the most. And I appreciate your dedications. And I'm looking forward to keep working. And I ask God to bless you, each and every one of you, to continue living your dreams. And if your dream is to support those children or support the people in Tanzania, and I ask God to make it reality for you, so you'll be able to be present to those people who needs the most.
Yeah.
And I say thank you again for being here. And I am complete for now. If anybody has any issues, final goodbyes.
We got to make sure that Steve closes us out in prayer.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. If nobody has anything to say, our prayer, we put him to work. He didn't escape.
Let's go, Steve.
Oh, Father God, in the name of Jesus Christ,
Yes.
God, we want to thank you for, first of all, a very successful mission, oh God. You allowed us to go over with no hurt, harm, or danger. You allowed us to come back, oh God, and our loved ones are safe, oh God. Even though the hurricanes and turmoil were going over here, over there, God, we were still safe. And you provide us safety, oh God, everywhere we turn. God, we thank you for the mission, oh God. We thank you for the life that we have touched, oh God. The people, the places, the things that we have done, the donations, oh God. Everybody who was there and everybody who's on the line, God, we just thank you right now. You are so good to us, and you are so good to QHSC. You have given us new people, oh God, who have a heart to serve and a heart for ministry and a heart to go out and help other people. God, we ask you, God, not for quantity, oh God, but for quality. Send us more quality people who want to go forth and help other people, oh God. Send us, oh God, donations, oh God. We need millionaires, oh God, and billionaires to support this particular cause, oh God. We need you, God, to open up doors like we have never seen before, oh God. We ask this in Jesus' name right now, God. We are commanding a blessing on QHSC right now, God, that somebody will see this video or somebody will hear a word, that somebody, oh God, that have a heart for people will begin to pour out of their wallets, oh God, that we may be a blessing to those people over there, oh God. Because truly, God, they need our help. They're doing some things, oh God, but God, we have some things that they can do better, oh God. We want to thank you and bless each and every one household who have attended, oh God, whatever they lost, whatever they spent, oh God, whatever time or value or whatever they gave, oh God, just to go over and to help other people, God, give it back to them in tenfold, oh God, and even more, oh God. Bless them right now. Bless their household. Bless their jobs. Bless their retirement. Bless everything that they touch, oh God, because they have touched your people, oh God. Again, quality people, oh God, not quantity people. Quality people, oh God. We want to thank you now, God, for the vision and the visionary, oh God, Dr. Q and Dr. B, oh God. We want to thank you for them, oh God, that's coming and supporting and doing this thing, oh God, for you have given it to their heart to go out and to help, oh God. Anything, any desire that have come into our heart, it only came because you have given it to us, oh God. Now give us more people with the same heart, the same mind, the same desire, oh God, with no issues, no problem, no underlying motives, oh God, but just here to serve and to help. This we ask in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Yes.
Lord.
Amen, amen. Thank you.
I feel the blessing.
Praise you.
Have a blessed day, everyone.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Yes,
Bye.
you too.
Thank
See
you.
you
Good
guys
to see you.
soon.
Bye.
Create an awesome, awesome day.
Blessings. Everybody have a wonderful day. Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
to see
Thank
you
you.
all.
Yes. It was good to see you, everybody. Yes. Bye.
All righty.